Hello everyone, it's Pepsi. The 2025 winter event update just dropped in the game a little bit ago, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a complete event overview, letting you guys know absolutely everything that is included in the winter event for 2025. So I always go over the update or changelog first, so if you want to see the full update log, it is in the official Happy Acres Discord server, which is linked on the Roblox game page. Or if you're in the game and you see any of these event boards that are located across every island, you can view the latest update and see the update log here. This is a shortened version, but if you want to see absolutely everything that is included for the 2025 winter event in update number 86, I will go over absolutely everything. There are timestamps in the video description and in the video bar down below if you want to skip to any specific section. But let's get started. The very first thing you will have noticed when you join the game after the update is that the mainland is now covered in snow. All of mainland is snowing and the grass is all frosty white. You will also see here on the map there is a golden snowflake that is labeled the Winter Resort Plain. It is located right next to this travel trailer behind the farm shop and the island decor shop. So this is the Winter Resort Plain. It has a NPC. Their name is Wesley the Resort Pilot. If you talk to them, they will take you to Winter Resort Island, but you can also go to Winter Resort Island anywhere by talking to William, the boat captain. So if you talk to William, you will see under Special Islands, there is Winter Resort Island, which is the map for the winter event. And this is the Winter Resort Island. To travel back to mainland, you have another Wesley Resort Pilot NPC next to the plane over here. This is what this map looks like. You're looking mainly at this section. This area is for the holiday event and it is currently blocked off. But this is the Winter Resort Island map. You have a main cabin, which is where you have Larry, your storage, and your turn-in for rewards. And then across the map, you will see a couple races and several activities, as well as a horse shop with a single stall and a training arena. The winter update has two types of event currencies. There are the winter tokens, which you probably already noticed at the top of your screen next to your regular tokens. These winter tokens are blue and they have a little snowman icon on it, and you can use your winter tokens at the event shop by talking to Larry, or you can turn them into your second event currency, which are golden snowflakes. So these are what golden snowflakes look like. They are in the resources tab of your inventory, and you can get golden snowflakes from turning in your winter tokens as well. So if you are trying to convert your winter tokens to golden snowflakes, you can do so at any of the golden snowflake icons on the map. There are 6 across the map. There is 1 in the cabin, 3 around a snowman building activity, 1 on the bonfire, and 1 next to the igloo building activity as well. And each golden snowflake is 150 winter tokens. Speaking of winter tokens, if you do not turn in your winter tokens for golden snowflakes at any of the snowflake locations, you can also use your winter tokens at the winter event shop. So you can access the winter event shop from talking to Larry on any island. In Winter Resort Island, Larry is located in the cabin. So this is the cabin. This is where Larry is on this island. And if you are on any other island, you have to click the event shop button to get to the winter event shop. If you are on Winter Resort Island, like I am, it automatically pulls up the winter event shop. So here you can spend any of your winter tokens as well. You can also purchase golden snowflakes here if you are on an island or at a location where there is not one nearby. So you can purchase golden snowflakes here or purchase any of the other accessories, decor, dyes, and more. There are also some items here for Robux as well, as there always are. Keep in mind, again, with the winter event shop, like all of the other event shops, any items you purchase here are only in the default colors that you see here. You will not be getting any randomized colors like you do when you turn in your event currency. The other thing to keep in mind is you can get any of these items also by turning in golden snowflakes, so you do not have to purchase them here for winter tokens or for Robux. You can get them from turning in your golden snowflakes, and the Robux items are usually a little bit rarer to get from turning in your currency, so keep that in mind. But that is the winter event shop. Also in the main cabin right here on your map, you will see a treasure chest icon, and it is labeled Hank or rewards. So here is where you can turn in your golden snowflake for rewards. So in the cabin, like I am right now, you will see this NPC named Hank, the resort owner, and this is where you can turn in your golden snowflakes for various winter limited rewards. You turn in 3 snowflakes at a time, and there are several milestones as well, but every 3 snowflakes you turn in, you do get a random reward or a milestone if you reach that number. Let's go over all of the event reward milestones. At 15 golden snowflakes, you will get a polar bear plush. At 60 golden snowflakes, you will get the first event horse, which is the winter constellation Fjord. At 110 golden snowflakes, you will get a Conifer crown. At 180 golden snowflakes, you will get the gray wolf thoroughbred, which is the second event horse. At 270 golden snowflakes, you will get an icicle crown. At 360 golden snowflakes, you will get the third and final event horse, the Piebald deer Marwari. At 450 golden snowflakes, you will get the snowflake halo. And last but not least, your last milestone is at 585 golden snowflakes, you will get a pair of lit antlers. Now, keep in mind, you are still getting rewards every single time you turn in 3 golden snowflakes. They will just be random and not guaranteed, unlike at the milestones. And also, once you finish 585 golden snowflakes, you can continue to turn in golden snowflakes as much as you would like to get random rewards. So you can go beyond 585. I almost forgot to mention, we do have 3 new event limited titles for the winter event. Your title, if you didn't already know, is right here, right above your avatar and below your name and your status. So if you go on to your personalization and click on select title and click on limited, you will see there are 3 new winter limited titles. There is the abominable snowman title, which is from a title unlock scroll, the penguin title, which is also from a title unlock scroll, and a snow angel title, which is from a title unlock scroll. These scrolls you can get from turning in your golden snowflakes to Hank for rewards, but one you can actually get from the event shop by talking to Larry. It is the Snow Angel title. That one you are able to purchase for 1,500 winter tokens as well. So those are the winter limited titles. So your event horses you can find in the wild or in herds. You can also find them at horse shops. So like here on Winter Resort Island, you will see a horse shop icon and you will see Hogan's Horse Shop. You can find your event horses also here. And keep in mind, if you find them in the horse shop, they won't be for regular tokens. They will be for winter tokens. So again, capturing or in the horse shops are where you can find your event horses. Let's get into this year's event horses. The first event horse is the Fjord, and the coat on this Fjord is the Winter Constellation coat. So this is the Winter Constellation Fjord, and the pure mane and tail is the Starry Crystal Winter Constellation Fade. So the Starry Crystal are the white dots, and that is not always found on this event horse. It can be, and it can be only on the mane or only on the tail or on both. So it's kind of like the seaweed with the kelpies. But again, this is the Winter Constellation Fjord, and the pure mane and tail is the Starry Crystal Winter Constellation Fade. Your second event horse is the Thoroughbred. And the Thoroughbred, this event is on a gray wolf coat. So this is the gray wolf Thoroughbred. The pure mane and tail for the gray wolf Thoroughbred is the wolf gray wolf fade. So this is the gray wolf Thoroughbred with the wolf gray wolf fade pure mane and tail. And last but not least, our third and final event coat for this year is the Marwari. And this is the Piebald deer coat on the Marwari. So this is the Piebald deer Marwari, and the pure mane and tail is the long Conifer Piebald deer fade mane and tail. So this is the Piebald deer Marwari with the long Conifer Piebald deer fade mane and tail. Let's go into the antlers and horns. I'm going to start with the antlers since I'm already looking at the Marwari. But one of your horns for this event are these antlers. And these antlers, you can see, are called the Piebald deer antlers. They come in several colors. This is the natural color that you see here, but they also come in ivory, white, or black. So again, these are the Piebald deer antlers. They can come in natural, ivory, white, or black. And your second event limited horn You can see here on the Fjord and the Thoroughbred, it's the same horn, just different colors. But this is called the Snowy Icicle horn. And this horn can be found in several colors, but again, it is a winter limited. So this is the Snowy Icicle horn. You can see this is in icy blue, but you can find them in several colors. They can come in ivory, icy blue, icy green, icy pink, icy yellow, icy black, or icy white. So again, it can come in ivory, icy blue, icy green, icy pink, icy yellow, icy black, or icy white. So any of those icy colors or the ivory color as well. If you look on the shop for the Thoroughbred specifically, you'll see one of the other color options that I just listed. This is the icy black. So those are your event winter limited horns as well. It is also very important to note that we do have the Fawn horse coats in the game. If you guys remember, the Fawn horses were actually a holiday limited coat, but they have been changed to become a winter limited. So they are now available during the entire winter event, not just during the holiday event. So you probably have seen some of the Fawn horses already, but those can also be in the horse shops or if you are capturing in the wild. And any of the previous Fawn horses that you have been changed to winter limited as well. So you may have noticed that in your inventory already. All right, so let's start going over these activities on Winter Resort Island. Again, the activities are how you get the winter tokens or the golden snowflakes, which are your winter currencies. So there are several activities for you to do on Winter Resort Island. The first one I'm going to go over is snow plowing. So snow plowing, you need a horse with a harness. I have a driving harness on my horse right now. You can just craft one in your inventory. And you also need, so these are the harnesses you need. You also need a snow plow. If you don't have one, you can buy one outside of the main cabin here for 150 of the winter tokens. You can also get a snowplow from turning in your golden snowflakes, and the ones you get when you turn in can be in different colors. So that's what I'm going to be using because I have some from last year. So you just need to equip that along with your harness on your horse. And to snowplow, you just need to drive alongside the dirt paths in the game. So these paths are filled with snow, and as you drive along, you are plowing the snow and getting some winter tokens as well. This area is less snowy because I already plowed a little bit of it. But if you are confused on where the pathways are, or if the snow is a little confusing, you can see them on the map. They are marked with the dirt pathways. Oh, we're getting to the area where there's more snow. There you go. And while you are plowing the snow, you do get winter tokens. So the second activity I'm going to technically go over is ice hockey. Ice hockey doesn't really give you winter tokens if you're playing solo, but if you would like to play ice hockey, it is located right here on the map. It is called horse hockey, and it has the little 2-player icon. This is the ice hockey rink, and you're able to push the puck into the goal with your horse. I think last year I was pushing it mainly off my horse because it was fun, but you do get a secret item for pushing your puck into the hockey goal, but you do not get winter tokens unless you are doing it with multiple players. The third activity is ice fishing. Ice fishing is located right here on the map with the solo player icon, and it is called ice fishing. And here you'll find Toby, the fisherman from mainland here. So when you talk to Toby, you have some dialogue, and you can fish for frozen fish in the little pond or lake that is right here. So you do need a fishing rod. If you don't have a fishing rod, go to your quest and goals and do the fishing rod shipment quest on mainland. Once you have a fishing rod, you are able to fish over here, and you can get frozen fish, which is a winter limited fish. You cannot normally get it in the game. These frozen fish you can then bring it to Toby the fisherman for some rewards. You don't always get frozen fish, so like you saw that time I got a blue fish. But you can continue fishing until you get enough frozen fish to give to Toby for some rewards. I think you turn in 10 at a time to get rewards from Toby. There is only one milestone for the frozen fish, and that is at 300. You will get frozen antlers. So that is a frozen fish that I fished up right now, and it is in your resources, I believe, for your inventory. Yes, it's in the resources section of your inventory. Turning in to Toby, yes, you need to turn in 10 at a time, and you will get some rewards, and then at 300, you will get the frozen antlers, and you can turn in more than 300 as well if you would like to keep going. The fourth activity here on Winter Resort Island is Snowman Building. Snowman Building is marked on your map with the multiplayer icon, and it's labeled Snowman Building. And you will also see 2 exclamation marks with the snowball piles. So those are also important to pay attention to. To participate in Snowman Building, you do have to go to one of the exclamation marks with the snowball piles. And at these piles, you see a pile of snowballs, and you can grab a snowball. You will be dragging the snowball with your horse. You want to drag it inside of this fenced off pen area where there is a mountain of snow. And you can see that it is building up your snowball in percentage. You can turn in your snowball at any percentage, but you can keep building it up to 100% as well. There are 3 locations to turn in your snowballs once you've fully built them. 3 snowmen. So you can see there is one here, one over here, and one over here. Each of them say 0% built unless there is someone already working on them, or if you have already contributed to them. So you can see I built this one up to 100%, and I am turning it into this snowman over here. As you turn in your snowballs, it will slowly build up the snowman. Each time you turn in a snowball, you get some winter tokens, and once you complete a snowman, you will get a reward for winter tokens as well. If you are doing this with multiple players, the reward for completing a snowman will be divided among all of you guys who contributed. So it does not only go to the person who completes the snowman, it will go to everyone who helped build that snowman. You can also get another secret item from this activity. You are able to get the snowman head. The snowman head. It is a secret item that you're able to get when you complete one of the snowman. The 5th activity here on Winter Resort Island is bonfire building. On the map, the bonfire is marked with the multiplayer icon, and it is labeled bonfire. You also need to watch out for this icon, which is the exclamation mark, and it is labeled bonfire logs. So here in the center of the ice where the bonfire icon is where the bonfire is located. However, to do this activity, you need to go pick up some logs from that exclamation mark with the bonfire log pile. So I am headed over there. And for this activity, you just pick up the logs and drag them to the center of the ice where that bonfire is. So here's the bonfire log pile. I just grabbed one and I am running it back to the bonfire. Each time you put a log into the bonfire, it contributes 100 to the bonfire, and that number slowly goes down as that log is used up. The bonfire has a maximum of 5,000. You can still keep putting in logs, but you do get a little bit more winter tokens when you reach the 5,000. And you also have a secret item from this one as well. I believe you need to reach 5,000, if I remember correctly, but it is a mini bonfire accessory. The 6th activity is igloo building. On your map, you will see this igloo building icon with the multiplayer symbol, and it's labeled igloo building. You will also see another exclamation mark labeled ice chunks on the frozen lake. So here at the igloo building icon, you will see the incomplete igloos, and to build them, you need to go to the exclamation mark where there is the frozen ice chunks. So once you head to the lake, you will see these chunks of ice. They stick up pretty large. So you need to equip your harvester, and each of these chunks you can break with your harvester. Once you break them, they will give you some blocks of ice. Oh, there they are. So it will give you 2 blocks of ice, and then you can drag them across to the igloos. So again, I'm headed to the igloo icon. Each time you turn in a block of ice, it will give you some winter tokens. And once you complete an igloo, you will also get a reward of extra winter tokens as well. Again, when you complete an igloo, it's not only you who will get winter tokens, but anyone who contributed to that igloo, it will be divided depending on how much you contribute, just like how the snowmen are. Moving on to the races, there are 2 races here on Winter Resort Island. The first one I'm going to go over is the Slippery Ski Hill, and you can see that for this one, it is actually easier in my opinion to ride these ski lifts up. There are 2 ski lifts. Let me get off of this one and then I'll show you guys on the map. So when you are on the map, you will see these line lines from the top of the mountain down. There is one next to Snowman building, and the other pickup or drop-off spot is over here next to the entrance for the holiday event that is currently closed. But these two ski lifts are the easiest way to get to the top of the mountain, in my opinion, unless you want to climb up. And they drop you off right here at the top. So this is where the slippery ski hill race is. And I will go over this race path, but it basically just goes down here. When you're in these little ice slides, I don't know what to call them, the ski hill, your horse is actually sliding, so you can see it's doing the sliding animation, and it leads down to the frozen lake where you have some obstacles. Because your horse is sliding, sometimes it's a little bit annoying to go over these obstacles, but it's not too bad. And then you do unfortunately have to go back up to the top because the end of the race is right here in the lake. But for completing the slippery ski hill, you do get a golden snowflake. So you get one whole golden snowflake for completing that race. And then to continue grinding, you would have to go back to the top of the hill, either by climbing it or taking one of the ski lifts up there. The second race is called the Sparkly Bridge Race. It is located right here next to the training arena and next to the barn. It is labeled Sparkly Bridge. So this is the barn, and you can see the check mark, the checkered flag is right over here to start the race. So this is a Sparkly Bridge Race. It does also give one golden snowflake for completing it, but it leads you over the little hill and over to the frozen lake as well. This one goes through ice hockey. Also, this race has this bridge, which again is spawned in because of the race. It is not normally here on the frozen lake. There is two. So you have to go over some obstacles and go over each of the bridges. And then this race ends up over here, so it is not a loop either. To grind this race, you do have to run back to the start, which is, again, next to that barn. There we go. But this one is a lot closer to where it starts. So again, you can see I got the golden snowflake. But since you end right here, you are a lot closer to the start of the race. If you are trying to grind it, you just need to go over the little hills over here. And you're able to grind this race much easier without having to climb too much. There are also some winter training layouts that are unique to the winter event. There is a training arena here on Winter Resort Island. It is located right here with the training icon and labeled arena. But I'm not going to go over each one of them this time like I did last event, but there is icicle pole bending, snowman barrel racing, winter grid work, winter pulls, and jumps. And those are 4 winter unique training activities for you to do as well. Last but not least, you are also able to get winter tokens from doing any of your basic activities in the game. This includes if you are capturing horses, you get some tokens. You also get some tokens from training your horses and doing training activities, from racing in competition hub, from doing care tasks for your horses. So if you have a clingy horse that is particularly good because you can do more care tasks and get more tokens for them. You also get winter tokens from fishing, from harvesting resources, from treasure hunting. Everything you do in the game will also earn you winter tokens as well. So definitely keep that in mind. If you are just playing the game, you usually accumulate a good amount of winter tokens doing your basic activities and just playing. Don't forget, you also have your event colors and event patterns that are available during every event. So you might see some of those event patterns in Abby's accessories, or when you're turning in training receipts for double limiteds, or anything like that. You might see some of those event patterns. For the event colors, you have 2 craftable event colors, and one uses snowballs, the other uses frozen fish, which is why I'm here next to the frozen fish pond. But if you open up your crafting menu and click on anything that requires a color, you will see them near the top, or you can search for them. There is snowy white, which requires snowballs, and there is shiny ice blue, which requires frozen fish. So those are your event colors that you can craft. And again, keep an eye out for those event patterns and event colors in various locations of the game as well. So we actually do have a handful of miscellaneous additions, bug fixes, and changes to the game. So let's go over those. Lastly, the first one I actually already mentioned earlier in the video, but the all-breed fawn coat is moved from holiday limited to a winter limited. So these fawn horses on any breed you can find now as a winter limited up until the end of the winter event. They are no longer only available during the holiday event, they are now available during the winter event. as well. So if you already had Fawn horses, they have been changed. Instead of the little green tag for holiday limited, it is now a winter limited. And you can see that all of your Fawn horses, no matter how old, have been changed to that winter limited tag. The second change is that the hockey stick and the mini bonfire secret accessories can now be obtained multiple times instead of just once, and the hockey stick also comes in various colors now. So, as I mentioned when going over the activities, the mini bonfire that you can get from doing the bonfire building, you can get several of them, and the hockey stick that you got from the ice hockey activity, you can get multiple, and they can be in different colors as well. The third bug fix was fixing an issue that caused high breeding fees when breeding Conimaras with other horses. So now those should be more affordable to breed your Connies with other horses. And then last but not least is Sweetie's Dye Shop having 3 new permanently available hairstyles. So there are 3 hairstyles that are now permanently available to be styled. You have the Fjord, which is the long shaggy mane and extra long tail. This is the event hairstyle with the decorations removed, and this can also be found in the wild. The Thoroughbred, you have the wolf mane and wolf tail, and it was added with the gray wolf Thoroughbred that we had as this event for this year. And last but not least, the Marwari, we have the long shaggy mane and long thin tail. So this is the event hairstyle with decorations removed, and it can also be found in the wild as well. So those are the changes with Sweetie's Dye Shop and the styling of your horses. So again, you can style your horses, the Fjords, Thoroughbreds, and Marwaris with those new manes and tails. And then the Fjord and the Marwari, you can find those in the wild as well. So those are all the miscellaneous changes, additions, and everything to the game. Lastly, the holiday event is also in a couple weeks. So the holiday event starts on Friday, December 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. It might be a different day or time depending on your time zone, but you can see the countdown in game over here. When you are looking at the map, this is the holiday section of the map. So this area is actually blocked off. There is an invisible wall over here, and you will see a countdown board for that holiday event. Again, it is Friday, December 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific, and the winter and holiday event will both end at the same time. So when the holiday event begins, the winter event will still be ongoing. They will both end, however, on Friday, January 9th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Again, that date or time may be different depending on your local time zone, but Friday, January 9th at 2 p.m. Pacific, so over a month from right now, is when the winter and holiday event will be ending. So again, you have over a month. There is a lot of time to get this event done or to grind. I wish you guys luck. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was useful. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, and I will see you guys in my next video or live stream. Bye, everyone.